Back down into the downside right now. So here we go, AMD. Give me that 89. Bang for AMD to the downside. We talked about 125. Let's put an offer at 125 for Zoom and see if we can take $2.
So D-Dog is gone, CAD is gone, Square is now gone north of 67.
We can get that then. Hooray for AMD.
Here comes your weekly stock market recap as we wrap up a positive week. Yeah, positive for all three U.S. indexes. Good to see as we get the June non-farm payrolls out on Friday. That was better than expected. Hey, we got the Fed meeting minutes as well. Let's jump into a few charts to show you how things wrapped up for the week. We'll kick it off with a look at the SPY and the S&P 500 back to the upside on the weekly chart after a brief dip last week. The Qs as well back to the upside on the weekly chart. A green candle. The Russell, same story, green on the week, along with the Dow 30 back to the upside on the weekly candle or weekly chart, I should say. Let's talk oil, because what a move and what a volatile week we had for crude. We started the week with a $9 a barrel move to the downside for crude oil. It later rebounds Tuesday and Wednesday back to the upside. Look at this wick on the weekly chart here for crude. Gets down below 96 on the bottom, almost 112 on the top. Recession fears kicked off the selling to kick off the week in crude oil markets. Crazy volatility to watch going into next week. We were also keeping an eye on the Fed minutes from the June meeting, which came out on Wednesday. Ends up being a bit of a non-event for the S&P overall. We rally off of those Fed minutes into the close even on Wednesday, even with more hawkish talk coming from the Federal Reserve. ISM data then out better than expected as well, along with the non-farm payrolls out better than expected as well on Friday. In that, we did get a big bounce in crude oil, as I mentioned, back to the upside, moving higher throughout the latter part of the week on just strength right across the board, including strength in Oxy shares back to the upside as Warren Buffett was in there buying up at least 12 million more shares in that company. The futures were kind of red going into Friday, but jobs, and more jobs to end off the week here as June payrolls come in much higher than expected. That kicked off the rally into the weekend here for the S&P, although the market did end about flat on the day. Let's talk about Roblox, because we did get quite a bounce in some of these beaten down names throughout the week. Roblox was one of them. Coinbase was another on this headline. Coinbase talking about expanding further into Europe. Look at that, nice green candle, reversal candle, in fact, on the weekly chart for Coinbase. Couple of big headlines for GameStop throughout the week, including a 4-for-1 stock split that was announced. They also got rid of their CFO on Friday. So back and forth we go on the weekly chart here for GameStop. Ends up positive, but well off the highs. You can see Apple, big tech, huge week for this group. In fact, led the market, led the rally right across the board. And yeah, coming up next week, an even bigger week, guys. Make sure you're joining us. We'll get CPI on the 13th. That's going to be the next kind of benchmark and the next point of reference for the Fed when it comes to this inflation problem and the next interest rate hike. The Fed meeting then comes the following week. And yeah, guess what? We're back into earnings as of Thursday morning. We'll kick it off with the big banks, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley on deck next Thursday. Make sure you join us next week. Make sure you grab the watch list as well. Use the link at the bottom of the screen, the QR code available for you as well. We'll see you on Monday. What a week it was on TraderTV.Live.